Hey, hey. Welcome everybody to Miss Glow's Kitchen, where there's sugar, spice, and everything nice, where we slice, dice, and entice, using everything we can, from peppers to allspice. What's up, my people? Y'all know what time it is? See y'all in the kitchen. Whole steak tacos are on the menu today, and here's what you need. Easy recipe. You need thinly cut steak, tortilla shells, American cheese, lettuce, and tomatoes. Now y'all know what I always say, ain't nothing to it but to do it. So let's get to it. Alright, easy recipe. Let's get started. We got a lot to cover in a little time. Although it's easy, I got a lot to explain right here. Into a hot pan, you want to put some oil. Naturally, I'm going to tell you use whatever kind of oil you want to use. I used olive oil. If you want to use grapeseed oil, corn oil, vegetable oil, you want to use whatever kind of oil you want to, you can. Now, off camera, because it's up to you what seasonings you put on here. This is so good, you can use salt and pepper, and this is still good. So I used a seasoned salt. All right, some garlic powder and some meat tenderizer, unseasoned meat tenderizer. So make sure you are using unseasoned meat tenderizer if you do, because if you use seasoned meat tenderizer, it's going to add salt to it, and you risk the chance of over salting your dish. But if you know how to use seasoned meat tenderizer, go right ahead. All right, so the other thing is we're going to let these steaks go. We're going to let them go for 3 to 4 minutes aside. And the reason why I'm telling you that is because this is really thin. So if you can find a sandwich steak, but you don't want it too thin, because when you fold your taco up, you want a good piece of meat that you're biting into, but you don't want a tough piece of meat. So we're going to do this thin so that once we rest it at the end, then once we put it on our taco, it's going to be super, super, super tender. You can just bite into it and you will love it. So, because putting a whole piece of steak on a taco is tricky. If that steak is tough, that's a bad taco. It's a terrible taco. All right. So as I said, we let these go 3 to 4 minutes. If you like your steak kind of rare, or if you like your steak, a little bit rare, then you're going to let yours go for the number of minutes that you want to let yours go for. Now I want mine to caramelize a little bit on the bottom, so I want mine to brown a little bit. If you don't, cook your steak to the way you like it. So if you rare, medium rare, well done, do that. At the end with these steaks, they're very thin. So what we're going to do at the end of it, which I'm not going to do on here, but I'm telling you, is to either put these in a bowl with a top or wrap it in aluminum foil. And you're going to rest it for about 4 to 5 minutes. And after you rest it, good to go. You understand what I'm saying? You're good to go. You got this. All right. So I'm going to speed this up. Just going to let you see what I did here. And of course, then you got to remember, please don't forget, the important part is to let your meat rest for a couple minutes. The only way you will not is if you have a flat top grill and you cook these to perfection on that grill. But other than that, you want to let these rest. Okay. All right. All right. So we're going to speed through this. And after we speed through this, we're going to get to the assembly part of the taco, all right? And then we're going to get to the best part out of all of it, and that's the tasting. Now, watch this. If you have not hit that like button, please hit that like, that subscribe, hit that share, tell your friends, tell your family, tell everybody, all right? And hit that bell for notifications so you will be one of the first ones to know when I put up a new video. How about that? Thank you. Thanks for watching. All right, let's speed on through this and do what we need to do. So we're up to the assembly part, and first thing we're going to do here is we're going to put a piece of American cheese between the 2 tortilla shells. All right, and then we're going to swing over to our griddle, which I've already got heating up. All right, so I got lettuce and tomatoes off on the side. I'm going to use sour cream too. If you want to use some other ingredients on yours, feel free to do that. All right, so I'm going to spray this with some non-stick cooking spray. I'm going to put our tortillas on here. All right, this is very good with American cheese, but by all means, if you wish to put another type of cheese in between the shells, do that. All right, so the good thing about this is the cheese is not going on top of the steak. It's actually going between the shells. And if you want to put extra cheese between them, you can. I'm telling you, this is so good. I love this cheese between between the shells like that. That is really delicious. All right. So I'm going to keep feeling because I want to make sure that the tortillas are getting warm. All right. So if you want to make yours a little bit crispy, you can. I mean, that's another good way to do it. But I'm not going to do that because I'm not going to do that because I want mine a little soft. I wanted soft shell tacos today. So I don't want them too hard. All right. All right. All right. So turn them. They're warm. You can see that. And so in a couple minutes, I'm going to lift the shell up. I'm going to lift the shell up. And what you want to see, you want to see if your cheese is melted. All right. All right. So I'm going to let these go for a couple minutes. But yes, you do want to babysit them, so don't walk away. You do want to babysit them for sure. Especially if you have your fire on a medium high or even a high. You want to do that, but ideally you want it on a medium. So think about that. Look, open that. Ah, look at all that melted cheese. Yes. Perfect, perfect, perfect. All right, so these are ready to come off. All right, so place your warm tortillas right there on a board or plate, however you're going to assemble them. All right, grab your steak. It's resting. It should be resting either in a bowl or aluminum foil. Mine was in foil. All right, so now you want to get your steak out of there and you want to put them, look at that. You want to put them on top of your tortillas. So this is why I call them whole steak tortillas. Because instead of chopping that steak up, we got a whole piece of steak on here. And this is absolutely wonderful. You will love it. Trust me, I am telling you, just try it. This is so good. You see what I'm doing now. I'm in a hurry now, so I'm going to toss these ingredients on here because I'm ready to eat. All right, there we go. All right, so put as much or as little as you like. Look at that. I'm tossing on any kind of way. I am so hungry. Okay, and this smells so good. That steak smells so good. All right, so take a look at that. All right, I'm going to squirt some sour cream on the top, and we are good to go. So as I said, if you want to add other ingredients on yours, you can. All right, so I'm going to show you what they look like assembled. All right, so I'm just going to show you this one flat before I fold it up because I am going to fold it up just like this. Ciao, here we go. Let me try something. That cheese. See that cheese in there? Cheese, baby. Cheese. I'm gonna put it on for that. Let me take a bite. You know what? Let me just go in. I'm going in. Mmm! Baby. Mmm. The steak is so tender. That cheese so good in there. Y'all don't play with me. Let me fix my hair. And I might want to cut this and go in for a second bite. I had to fix myself there for a minute. Okay, y'all. In for the second bite. This is so goddamn good. I'm telling y'all, this is delicious. See? Now, you can tell by the way I'm biting it that the steak is so tender. That's why I get you a thin cut of it. Or you get you a whole piece of steak. Hey, you're so good. You can't afford not to make this. I'm telling you, you gotta have this in your life. Because I do. You gotta have this in your life. Alright, y'all better go make this. Go. Take my advice. Y'all better go make this. Thanks for watching. See y'all next time. I need some kind of music at the end, don't I? Or something like that, right? As always, I appreciate you. Hit that like, subscribe, and share. Thank you.